What's up, everybody? It's DisThunder from the Fwoosh. Today we're going to take a look at the BroToys 112 Barretta figure, also known as Barret Wallace from Final Fantasy VII, particularly the Final Fantasy VII Remake version. This is a very high quality, unauthorized figure, but with a lot of high-end parts and a lot of nice detail and costuming work. So we'll start with that stuff. You can see here he has two head sculpts. This one has a removable cigar that fits in the side of his mouth. He has removable sunglasses that actually have a little bit of transparency to them. You can see there's a nice head sculpt with some nice eye paint work and a little bit of scar underneath his eye there. And as I said, these are based, for the most part, on the remake version. I'll include a picture of the CG render here. And I think they nailed it. Here's his secondary head sculpt with a little bit more angry look to it. Coming down to his right arm and his signature weapon here is his minigun. It has a magazine like a battery pack sculpted into it. The barrel is movable and also removable. So the entire turret and assembly are removable. They just stay on the forearm via some friction. So that means you can take the entire piece off and put on one of his melee weapons. And included for that, you have his pincer weapon. It isn't articulated, but it does look good. And just in case, the unlikely event that somebody makes us a dying figure, he comes with an extra ball joint wrist socket, an extra set of hands, so you can put him back pre-injury. Overall, I just really like the costuming details, especially things like the leather pouches and the boots. Going over the articulation, this is a VToys body, so we've got a ball jointed neck up top, we have ball jointed shoulders and double jointed elbows. Pretty good range of motion, just a little bit limited by costuming details. Obviously, he has ball jointed wrists. The left side, the right side I already showed you is removable. He has upper and lower ball jointed torso pieces, so you can get a decent range back. Actually, really good range. Pretty decent crunch as well. And then, of course, we have ball jointed hips with thigh cuts and double jointed knees. Not that you can see them, but they're there. I think this is more than adequate range. Oh, hang on. I hear this stupid hair. There we go. More than adequate range for a big guy like Barret. Now for the boots, I think this is pretty slick. They are soft rubber and they peg into the ball joint of the ankle on the VToys shin. So that makes for a seamless boot that still has a pretty reasonable amount of articulation. I like the idea and I especially like the concept. I think it's very clever. I do worry a little bit about durability over time though. Now, according to my Final Fantasy VII Ultimania art book, which is a great read, by the way, Barret should stand about 6'5". And I would say with most other figures, you're going to achieve that look pretty well. Here we go with a classified Dusty. And here is a Mezco 112 blade. I mentioned this in my quick look. His complexion, his skin tone does come off lighter when you're looking at it on camera and in pictures. It does feel a little bit more medium, a little darker in person. And of course, here is Supreme Knight Batman, who is appropriately dwarfed by Barret. Stand, damn you, stand. If we line these guys up back to back, you can see that a lot of the height in that VToys body comes from the shins, of course, and having a boot pegged into the bottom of that ankle joint obviously bumps him up a bit, but he's just a big guy overall. I'm glad they went with the look of the Final Fantasy VII Remake for the figure because at the moment, obviously, I don't have any other Final Fantasy figures to put him with. But because he has a realistic look, he's kind of easy to fit in anywhere as a gun for hire or a gun hand for hire in this case. So if this is something you think you need to add to your collection, I got mine with VC Toy Box for just about $90, $100, and I'd say he was well worth it. I'll include links for those guys in the description and on screen here. VC Toy Box has always done great by me. I've done business with them for years. If for some reason you missed out there, I think our friends at 5K Toys have them in stock as well. So pop over there if you need to, or whatever works best for you. And I did order the other company's not Tifa Lockhart already, but it looks like I might be on a Fison body. I might have to mess around with that a little bit. I don't like those. But in the meantime, let's all buy this figure and see if we can convince somebody to make us a really good Cloud to go with him. Thanks for watching. See you later.